Hello, welcome to Homemaker Living. My name is Teresa, and today I'm going to be doing some work on our fruit trees. We've lived on this property for a very short time, only 4.5 months, and we purchased 11 fruit trees at the end of summer, early fall, and got them planted in early fall. And I'll take you on a little tour of the trees. We have what I call an east orchard and a west orchard, just two lines of trees. So the guy at the tree farm where we purchased a couple of the trees suggested that for the winter we wrap the trunks of the trees to help prevent any rodent damage from voles or little guys that eat bark. So he suggested that we use this wrap on the trunks and told us how to do it. And so that's what I've done today. I did part of the trees, and then I thought I'd take you along on me doing a few more on the other side. So let me show you what I've got done today and what we have on this side, and then we'll go to the other area. Okay, so here is what I call our east orchard, and we have 6 trees, about 11 feet apart, and we plan to keep them at prune them at about 7 feet tall, and their canopy within a foot or two of each other so they're not touching. We plan to keep them a little bit small. And so today what I did was, as I mentioned, wrap them with this paper from the bottom, the trunk, all the way up to the first branches, and then just zip tied it on the top to hold it. And doubled it up at the bottom and then overlapped it all the way up. And that was challenging getting that started, but then I got the hang of it as I went along. So this is a red Bartlett, and then here we have de jour, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, a pear tree, and then we have a Bosch pear tree. I've always pronounced it Bosque, but apparently it's Bosch. Then we have a Honeycrisp apple tree, and a Gala, and then we have Granny Smith. So I got all 6 of these done. Wanted to do it while I still had the sun. It is about between 25 to 30 degrees today. So now what we're going to do is go to the other side and get the other 5 trees done. So here is what I'm referring to as the west orchard. Same thing, we'll let them grow to about 7 or 8 feet tall. Keep the canopy so that we have about 2 feet in between. And this tree, as you can see, I haven't done them yet. And this tree is a Bing cherry. And then we have a Lapin cherry. I was hoping to find a Rainier, but I couldn't find one. And then we have a Perfection apricot. Apparently they're quite large apricots. And a Veteran peach. And it's a purple plum, but I don't remember the name of it. But I know that all 3 of them are freestone, so they're supposed to be able to pull away from the stone easily when processing them. Then I think we're also going to put a nectarine there and an Asian pear on the other side in the spring if we can find them. So let's go back, get set up, and I'll show you how I've been wrapping these little guys today. So it's a little bit tricky trying to figure out, it's hard working with that big roll, so I kind of found a method of trying to figure out how much to do. So I double up to the first branch. You just do the trunk all the way to the first branch. And so I measure to the first branch, I double it, and then I add a little because a couple times I came up short. So then we'll just kind of get it all the way to the ground and go just around. And the first couple on the very bottom, double it up. And then you gotta kind of pull. This stuff is pretty hardy. So watch me rip it now, but it hasn't ripped at all. So pull kind of tight, and then I tuck a little bit just to get it nice and tight. And then just overlap all the way up. Kind of have a system now that I've already done 6. Like I said, the first one was quite cumbersome, but I got better as I went. And let's see, it's going pretty good. Not sure if I'm going to run out or not. Having a beautiful day today. Woke up, it was 11 degrees out, and it warmed up to about 25 when I came out. Surprisingly was warm in the sun. Haven't been cold. As soon as that sun goes down, boy, it gets quite chilly. Okay, well, that measurement was actually pretty good. So then, I guess at the top, use a zip tie as my husband suggested. He's usually has some pretty good ideas. It was easy to do. I'm being blinded right now. Okay, do that. Kind of down a little bit. There we go. This one is done. I just have 4 more to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. The guy at the tree farm said the rule of thumb is to wrap them from Halloween to Easter. So easy to remember, candy to candy. So I missed Halloween a little bit. We had some really bad weather, and I waited a little bit, but I think it's fine. So I'll just take them off, I guess, around Easter, and they won't be strangled at all with these things. And though between now and then, we're going to do some pruning. We've been learning about pruning them in winter, getting them ready for budding out. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them done, and we'll check back in. Okay, so let's take a peek at the finished project. So wrapped from the bottom all the way up the trunk. And then let's take a look at, this one had a stake in it that was taped to it, so I just wrapped them together. I did have to trim off a couple little things. This apricot has a really short trunk to the first branch, and I didn't want to cut that off till we decide how we're going to prune them. And this guy, peach tree, nice thick trunk, but short and stocky. And this plum, all done as well, a little skinny guy. Our neighbors have a plum tree right there, so they self-pollinate, but it's always helpful to have another one on the plum trees. All right, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe.